Good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ngoni Mkonto. Today, I want to talk about a bit of a more serious issue: the exclusion of President Zuma by the IEC from contestation for political power in South Africa. In my understanding, this amount to abuse of power and abuse of courts and abuse of people, abuse of rights, you abuse millions and millions of people's rights. You abuse President Zuma because they have cited that he is not allowed to run for presidency because he's got criminal record. The IEC or the Electoral Court or the IEC pretends like they are from a cave. They've not been around South Africa. President Zuma was not found guilty of any crime. His political enemies, who is Ramaphosa, arrested him in order to put a criminal record on him. And after arresting him because he knew he was innocent, the purpose was just to put a criminal record on him. He gave him a presidential pardon, but the criminal record stands. The Roman Dutch law, if it wants to continue to rule the people of South Africa and the people of Africa, must not allow itself to be used uh, by people who want to rape the system and rape others. Because in my understanding, rape is basically forcing someone to surrender to you in order for you to do harm to them. It's rape. So what happened about the criminal record of President Zuma? It's basically rape by the system, the criminal system, or the justice system, not even the criminal system, because he was not criminally charged of anything. Some 11 judges sat in a meeting illegally, in an illegal setting, decided that to put a criminal record on their political enemy. And now that political enemy is excluded from running for power because the political enemies have been smarter in using the law to rape their enemies, to put black people backward, to ensure that black people will not progress in South Africa or in Africa. Black people will not be able to take over. So I think the Roman Dutch law should not be allowed to be applied like that. Should not allow itself to be applied like that if it wants to continue to live in South Africa. If the Roman Dutch law is used to rape President Zuma and black people, the Roman Dutch law will not survive. The Roman Dutch law will have to collapse because people will need to be free. It's not going to work that people will just decide. It's illegal for people to just decide to give someone a criminal record. It's like kidnapping someone, taking them into a place and painting them black. After painting them black, you say those who are painted black are not allowed to run for political power. But I was kidnapped by you and taken to jail. President Zuma was kidnapped by Ramaphosa to jail. He was just kidnapped by Zondo. He was kidnapped by white people because they did not use any criminal law against President Zuma to put him to jail. So he was kidnapped and taken into jail, painted black, and after painting him black, coming out to say Zuma has a criminal record and coming to pretend like the law has not been here, coming to pretend like they don't have the files, they don't understand why President Zuma has a criminal record. I think that is senseless. I think we need to apply logic proper. If this law will be applied illogically like this to people, I don't think it should continue. I think African law should come back to rule us. The law which our kings were using to rule people, I think that law should come back to rule black people. The Roman Dutch law, which is a rapist, which is raping the President Zuma and also raping black people in South Africa and in Africa in general, it it should be scrapped. It should not be allowed to be applied willingly like that by our enemies. I think MK Party and President Zuma should appeal this political banishment, because this is a banning of the political opponent. What justice is achieved when you ban President Zuma from um, contesting the election? What justice does it serve? Who will achieve justice by banning President Zuma from running for political power? The ANC should not allow this to happen, because uh, uh, they say they were fighting for freedom. They were fighting for people to be free to run for political power whenever they want to run for political power. The EFF as well, who pretends like they are on the side of the law and they are on the side of the people, they should as well don't allow this law to rape people like this, and stand and watch, because it's not it's not raping them. You can't stand and watch because now this rapist is not raping you. You need to do something about it. This political parties which pretends like they love the law, and the people who pretends like they love and respect the law, should rise again and talk the truth when the law is not applied correctly, even to their political enemies, if they really love the law and they really love the people of South Africa. If this law, Julius Malema, if you can see that uh, this what happened to President Zuma is just rape, you should come out and say uh, President Zuma should be allowed to contest, because you are about freedom. The ANC should come out against the IEC and say President Zuma should be allowed to contest, because they are saying they are fighting for freedom, and they fought for freedom of the black man. So can they fight for freedom of a black man to oppress him? Does it make any logical sense to anyone? There were human rights organizations which were talking about human rights abuse during during the time when the President Zuma was in power. Where are those human rights organizations today when the Roman Dutch law is raping President Zuma and the majority of black people? Where is that? Uh, where are those organizations which stands for human rights? Where are all those organizations? Where are all those organizations who are pretending they represent the black man? I think this law should not be allowed to continue and operate in this form and destroy black people and the future of their children. Thank you for listening.